Hello and welcome back to another session here. Today we will be doing Gen 7 doubles OU. This is a personal favorite tier of mine. I'm really glad that it has a ladder back, and we're using a team that was really good for me back in Gen 7 with one minor alteration, but I'll get to that in a second. Here we have the core of it all, Beyonce. Thanks to Trick Room and Diamond Storm and Weakness Policy, it just kind of pops off really quickly before the Dark Gen 8 days, if I can call them that, where everything could run Weakness Policy. Really, Beyonce was the only Pokemon that ran Weakness Policy. We got Necrozma, which is a really cool Doubles OU Pokemon for Gen 7. It is one of the few psychic types that beat, if not the only one, that beats Incineroar thanks to Groundium Zero Earth. It gets access to Trick Room to mitigate that not so great 79 base speed. And Photon Eyes was just a great move. We've got Mega Camera, which is the best Mega Pokemon for Trick Room teams. Sheer Force Earth Power hits like a truck, as does Sheer Force Heat Wave, coming off a 427 special attack stat, and a whopping speed of 40, meaning that pretty much nothing outslows you under the room. We got a Tapu Bulu here. Not many people run Bulu like I do, but I personally like running it this way. We got the Assault Vest. We got Wood Hammer holding big damage, Superpower to try and pick up some Steel types if we have to, and Dazzling Gleam for the rare occasion where we're staring down a Scrafty and just pop it off with a Gleam. We got Chansey here. Chansey is one of the best defensive win cons in Gen 7 Doubles OU. It's absolutely terrifying to face. Seismic Toss gives it consistent 100 points of damage every single hit. Heal Pulse lets it keep Beyonce, Mega Camera, Tapu Bulu, Necrozma, Primarina all healthy. Alex Switch grants them a free turn, and Soft Boil grants you more time to do all of this. Now that 5 base defense going to 119 max invested may not seem like much, but with the Eviolite, it becomes close to 200, and with that 703 HP, that's actually a lot more bulk than that sounds like. Chansey is absurdly hard to kill. Now, of course, Incineroar can click knockoff on it. That's why I'm running Choice Specs Primarina. Now, previous builds of this team, I ran a Grassy Seed Melodic with Coil and Hypnosis that did surprisingly well. It's a melodic set I really like. But I like my boy Primarina. Specs Hyper Voice hits both of the major intimidators of the tier, Landorus Therian and Incineroar, extremely hard. And it hit them both in one turn. It's a Pokemon that I'm definitely not using to its maximum potential, and definitely has a lot more discovery around it. But I like the idea of Specs Primarina. Now we are going to try and find a battle, no, not Search Shield. Use some doubles, here we go. Hopefully it won't be too long. Oh, right, I know I have changed this before, but yeah, I'm just gonna set this Flash Cannon. I know I've changed this before, but For some reason, my changes aren't saved in the downloaded version. Ooh, I like this. Tapu Lele is a stick figure girl. Amoonguss is a bunch of tiny funguses. Incineroar, not sure how I feel about the sprite. I like the heart. I feel like they could have gotten away with just doing the Smash Brothers sprite. I like the lazily drawn Como, the lazily drawn Salamence and Whimsicott. Alright, this guy has an interesting team I have to be a little wary of. But I'm liking idea how my team looks under this. I like how they put in the grassy terrain for Tapu B. They didn't put in the psychic terrain for Lele. Oh my god, is that a Swole Primarina? Damn, that's amazing. This is how I lead. Let me see if I can get the turn 1 Trick Room off. Even if Incineroar knocks off into Beyonce and I don't get the weakness policy off, that's, I think, ultimately okay. Aw, the taunt came off. It's Taunt Whimsicott. Whimsicott's not the most common Pokemon in this meta, so you'll forgive me for not going. I should beware of the taunt. Alright, Incineroar U-turning makes sense. Yeah, I Seismic Toss in too again. Yeah, so the multi-battle thing is... I'll show it after this. Alright, Como-O comes out. That means that you are going for your Z move. I'm going to go Double Fairy. Try and block at the obvious Z. And then try to take out Whimsicott. Yep, obviously is obvious. I ain't falling for that. XY room tour of Mence phase. Mence was banned in X and Y, essentially because Jirachi existed. But let me see if I'll be able to pull off the Trick Room. I feel like that Energy Ball did a lot, even for the fact that I have Grassy Terrain up. Okay. Okay. You know what? Incineroar's a really good matchup for Necrozma. Then go for the Tectonic Rage. Bad fake out choice, but that's okay. Yeah, see? We beat Incineroar. Now, if this was Gen 8, I'd probably have switch out Necrozma to something that can hit Beyonce super effectively, so I can make sure to get the weakness policy off. But, like, no. Alright, Como did it for me. Perfect. Perfect, now I have 2 turns of Beyonce spam and Camera freaking Heat Wave. You max out at 58 speed. That means you're dead. Wait, no. Speed doesn't... No, wait, yeah, speed does update. Unless... that's more speed than it should be. Honestly, something like a Munga should probably be absolute minimum speed to give a better matchup against. Well, I have 476 attack, so if this Diamond Storm goes off, I think it KOs both of them. Meantime, gonna hard switch to Beyonce. I like Mega Camera up there. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing, it looks like a submarine. Looks like he has little eyes there. I think that's a gun. Might be a cigarette. Alright, so I traded Primarina. Okay, it's still okay. Still got Necrozma. Still hasn't seen the big protect. Alright, that's Intimidate Salamence, not Moxie. So I'm a little bit safer. I was actually somewhat scared of Intimidate of Moxie because it could, in theory, be carrying the Z move. Get off Celium Z onto the Ansi, crit it, and then go to +1. Alright, well, he's gonna forfeit there. I can't blame him. At that point, he lost. He blasted Salamence and just kind of hit calculated with things until it died. So we are going to continue here. We got Genesect. Oh, I missed the baby lion sprite. That's cute. I have no idea what's going on with Voodoo Cola, or Pelipper, like Swampert, and Azumarill is Fang. Alright, so Rain is always a somewhat tricky matchup in Gen 7 OU. Gen 8 OU, it's kind of dead weight, but Gen 7 OU, it is the matchup of death. It's basically an autoplay matchup. I want to lead Necrozma Primarina. Yeah, this will always be the lead that they go for. Swampert Pelipper. I'm not sure this is as good a Rain team as I would usually see. There's no Kingdra Death Squadron of Doom. I feel like the Thunder DT is kind of a strange choice, but Rain can very easily overpower a lot of teams, so I shouldn't be judging. Alright, so here you can see the sheer power of Specs Primarina. Yes, that was in Rain. It's still a resistant hit, 70% to Pelipper. That's a lot of percent. Here's where I wish Dynamax existed so that I could just go to something that could set some. No shame. Alright, here my opponent wants to be getting the Aqua Jet off into probably Necrozma. I think I will. Either way, I can't let it put up Belly Dance. Letting it put up Belly Dance is a death sentence, and will result in the entire game basically. That's my take on it. Belly Drum Azumarill is very, very good. And if you're not conscious of it, you lose. Alright, so then go for the Belly Drum. Azumarill down. Okay. Yeah, even +1 Genesect doesn't take out Necrozma there. Necrozma is very, very good. Do not underestimate it. The Tectonic Rage is my best play here because normally it would be Heat Wave, but the rain is up and the damage is reduced by spread. I'm going to see if I can just claim a KO with Wood Hammer. This might be a very, very bad mistake. Yep. Yes, we went into Bulu. Okay, that's okay. Gonna Photon Geyser it. It's likely the KO. I don't think anything in this situation really takes a wood hammer. Alright, so now what does this mean for me? It means he has speed now, and the Swampert's free to come at. What else does it mean? It means that this Genesect is gone. Genesect being gone is important. Okay. I think that's an interesting maneuver there. I think I can get Trick Room up again if I position myself well enough, and nope, Ton shut down my plan. I was going to use Ally Switch to put myself in a position to fire off a Trick Room. Oh, that would have been the turn. Alright, at least I called the Ton correct. I was wrong, that would not have been the turn. That would have been a bad play. And I still do it via Ally Switch shenanigans. But would I be able to beat the Swampert? I don't know, but I think I have to try and see what I can finagle. Oh no, the crit. Ah, that would have just brought me down to 50. And then with the Grassy Terrain recovery, I could have healed up. I think I have to do Ally Switch shenanigans and hope I survive. Oh my god. I'm a madman. I might actually do this. Oh no, that doesn't do enough. That's bad. That can be bad. Okay. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought that would just take it out. Alright, so he has to protect 3 times in a row. I've pulled it off before, but it's very unlikely. So, yeah. Alright, so at the end there, I managed to get the positioning correct. By sheer miracle. I did not think I was going to. I mean, after saying that, I don't think that was the best Gen 7 DOU rain team I've seen. It definitely did a lot of work on me, so I got to recognize the respect where the respect comes. Rain is very powerful in that generation. Gen 7. You got it. I may call it things like automatic, but you gotta respect it. Call it that for a reason, and that's because click a button and Mega Swampert can claim a kill. Or you click a button and Kingdra can claim a kill. Or you just click U-turn with Ludicolo, and then next turn something claims a kill. Like, if you're not prepared for rain on this ladder, you will probably get decimated, especially low ladder, because everyone likes to run rain. Rain is just a beloved Pokemon playstyle. Team building archetype. I just realized that the logo did change to Digimon Showdown. Okay, I already named the video I'm putting up tomorrow as Digimon Showdown. Without even recognizing that it's Digimon Showdown. While we wait, let's... Here's... How high do these ladders go? To the 1100s for Digimon X Pokemon. To the 1300s for Digimon Showdown singles. I'm proud. I'm so very proud. we're here just chilling. Alright, we are now top 25 of Gen 7 DOU. Now this is a run I like to see. And oh my god, that is a massive gap between Purple Rain, Lele, and DRG Poke. That's like 200 points. Oh my god, how's that ever gonna close? How did that guy get to 1800 and number 2 be 1600? I'm baffled. Now the ladder has slowed down. Right when I feel like we're popping off. They're just like, yeah, no one near you on ladder's playing, so like, rip. Alright, you know what? We're gonna do a little mix up here. Instead of doing one final battle, we're gonna do the low tier heroes of Doubles OU. Coach Pilot Jack. That's who we'll be looking at today. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Here's what we're looking at. We're looking at a guy whose Dragapult is about to click Surf onto a weakness policy Colossal to try and get Steam Engine off, but it's also raining, so he probably, might do better if I don't attack myself, because it's raining. That might actually kill the Colossal. Meanwhile, the Dracovish, which is the fish dino Lego, is standing at the ready to try and kill the Colossal, as is the Pelipper. Pelipper's most likely going to click Tailwind. Dragapult can always outspeed Dracovish, even Jolly Scarf. That's why I like to run Adamant Band. May as well go for the extra power if you're never going to outspeed the fastest threat to you, is my thought process there. Are both standing ready to kill that Colossal. Anyways, looking at the rest of Coach Pilot Jack's team, he's got a decent Swift Swimmer in Ludicolo. I don't know what that Rhydon's doing. Oh, I guess it's probably Lightning Rod. Try and keep the Pelipper around longer. Not sure how neat that is. Alright, I'm hoping that Sableye is Will-O-Wisp Rain Dance. And that Toxicroak's clearly there to take advantage of that rain with dry skin recovery. I'm not sure what's going on with BMK's team. He has a Trick Room Core with Oranguru and Conkeldurr. He's got Dragapult and Colossal. Please, Coach Pilot Jack, don't pen that. We've got the Charon for Sun. I guess Lycrit sets the sun? Nope. Guy timed out. Alright. We're going to be resuming this with Cashworth 85 versus Bubba Gum. Alright, they're not as low as the last people, but hey, that's fine. Here we go. History of the day. Thank you, Mad Monte. Pokemon Show America's world's first actual superpower. We all know that nuclear superpowers of the world, but did you know that Pokemon Showdown has its own superpower. On the beginning of April 2020, the administrators and the owner, 1-0, Bigglesworth, came together in a secret lab powered by Raticates on wheels to create the world's first actual superpower. It was pretty easy, said noted misspelled administrator Hoeen Hero. We got together in DC and created this marvelous superpower together. God damn it, Monty. What that superpower actually is, nobody is quite certain of. Discuss it among yourselves in the chat. The superpower is my YouTube channel. RIP. Or is it? I feel like it's April Fool's. I can do a bit out of character shit for this. Alright, looking at these teams. The Appleton is interesting. This is obviously Galarian Weezing. I was trying to say Weezing. No. That's why it's the Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. We got the Melmetal here, the Broken God of Doom. We got Gyarados. I like how that looks on Red Gyarados. It's like jerky. Alright, Shogadamar is there to probably to Lightning Rod for the Gyarados. Tyranitar's here to be Tyranitar. This man didn't realize Melmetal got Thunder Punch. Rotom Heat's pretty solid all around. Nice way to take on Melmetal. We got Stormgalar. I hope that was CB's Choice Band. We got... I like how Dynamax just becomes really tiny now. We got Sylveon. We got Venusaur to take advantage of the sun that gets set by opposing Max Flares, I guess. You know what? I appreciate that. Oh, okay. Whimsicott's here, so Whimsicott's setting the sun. Dragapult's just generally overall very good. It has a number of things it can do. Hard to look at Dragapult and say, this is definitely what Dragapult does. Dragapult Dynamax is out. Fake Out takes out the Melmetal. Max Phantasm takes out the Rotom. Not too surprised that the Dragapult is Life Orbed. It says, apply child to opponent. You just can't see it because it's so tiny now. It went through the shrink. Oh my god, Venusaur is so cute. I really like that Venusaur. Tyranitar, yeah, okay, that's silly. Guzzle comes out, Venusaur is paired. I'm not sure how much of a difference that'll make. I think it still blows away the T-Tar even with Paralysis up, and that's Unnerved T-Tar. Why are you running Unnerved Tyranitar? This team would be really good if you put Excadrill here instead of Togedemaru. I know Excadrill's kind of fallen out of style now that Melmetal exists, but... And here we see the effects of Max Wormwind and Dynamax combined. The extra HP and the half attack on Tyranitar means that that crunch did nothing. Right? Potentially anticipating the blowback from Venusaur. He protects. Not... Why did Dragapult protect there? Does Crunch do enough to KO at this range? Maybe? Alright, so I think he's trying to get up his Sun and or Speed Control now. I respect that. I really like the Appleton Pie. I don't know why Cashworth forfeited there. He definitely could have pulled that out, but okay. I guess he had the respect for Appleton. Alright, let's do one more of these. Refresh a few times. Toa, Ew, and versus Demented King. I will comment that we have yet to run into someone who is laddering for the suspect test. And that astounds me. Alright. Interestingly here. I'm not sure why Low and Raichu's there, but yeah, I support it. Keldeo is really good in this meta. It Hope Life Orb or a Sphere just kinda lets you wipe Melmetal. It's one of the few things that lets you do it. Primarina, well, you can already tell from this video that I like it. Toxicroak's here for that dry skin. But I'm not sure how great it is overall. Oh, you're running Secret Sword. You should be running Aura Sphere. So that you actually take out Melmetals. This guy's team, it looks like it should be a Trick Room team, but it doesn't have any Trick Room setters. Rhyperio's Trick Room mod. It should really only be used on Trick Room. Because otherwise you're just gonna get blown back. Alright. I think we all know what Shuckle does. It's gonna click Power Trip. No, it's gonna click Knockoff. Okay. Pleasantly surprised. I think Surfwolf might have been the better play there in the long run. Oh, okay. So that's what Clefable's sprite actually looks like. Alright, I think you should, I was gonna say you should have double targeted the Shuckle there, but Final Gambit on Shuckle just does nothing. Even at full health, Shuckle doesn't have that much health. It's not really that fast enough to really do much with Final Gambit, so yeah, I think the Air Slash seems to be there so that it can pull off a Dynamax set. And I don't know what's going on with Belly Drum there. I don't know why that's not Salad Fairy. Bullet Punch comes out, and that's a clean 6-0 for Demented King. Gatoan, I like the mons you used. I think you could, you know, choose one and build a team. That would be my advice. Ooh, a 1000 level play. Alright, this will be the last one we check out. Alright, looking at these teams, I kinda like them. Oh my god, Arcanine is amazing. I just wanna pet it. Arcanine, Rotomo, Blastoise, and Togekiss I think are very solid picks. Clefairy is a niche pick due to Friend Guard. Friend Guard is Friend Guard, and let me pull up the full effect for everyone. The allies receive 3/4 damage from other Pokemon. Very good ability. Bulky with Eviolite gets Follow Me. Raichu. Raichu is a pick that I think a lot of people use because Wolf Flick won a Worlds with it. Still not a bad pick. Gets Fake Out, Lightning Rod, decently strong. Opponent gets up Tailwind here. Goes down to Sash. He has his Duraludon at the ready. That's probably G-Max Machamp because we're building a team where Machamp you probably use G-Max at this point with Dynamax on the cutting board right now. You got Espeon here. Not sure. Oh, okay, that's probably Baton Pass. That makes some sense. Dragapult because it's Dragapult. And we play this on nearly every team. And you got Inteleon. Right, but Berry Togekiss is interesting. Inteleon's an interesting pick. I've never considered it to be very good. but it can do a decent amount of damage. What rank is Hoenn? Admin, yeah. Hoenn hero. Alright, so I think this matchup is surprisingly close. I think a decent amount of it is going to come down to who gets speed control and who gets their main sweeper setup first. But Togekiss probably should be running that one. That's my take on it. I really do like that design for it with the heart, backpack straps. Alright, we get the most adorable one out now. Life Stew pops off. Phantom Force was doing less than 50%. Inteleon is Pokemon Gun Shiny version. The best part is I can't tell if shiny version's only there because the Inteleon is shiny. I'm gonna assume that's why it says shiny version. Inteleon is Pokemon Gun. And Force and sub. I think the sub there was an interesting play. I don't know how you expected to keep the sub up. I mean, sorry, but it worked out because the Arcanine used close combat. So it has Protect because Snipe Shot will blow it back. Which you read correctly, put up the sub, and then read incorrectly because you should have killed the Togekiss. I think it's a really interesting dynamic there. Alright, we finally have the substitute thanks to Togekiss's Mr. Dragon Ball Sucker Punch pressure. He's not going to be able to keep it up. His E-Speed's going to come out. Togekiss is finally going to faint. Inteleon's finally getting off the Snipe Shot. But now fictional 4K can position himself however he wants. 3 against 2. Blastoise, Rotom. I think those are pretty good choices. Blastoise should probably be having Fake Out. Fake Out into... I would think the best play would be Fake Out into the Inteleon. Will-O-Wisp into the Machamp. The next turn, Volt Switch the Inteleon and start attacking the Machamp with everything you have. Or you can Water Spout. That works too. I did spell I correctly, yes. Tends to happen. hard for me to spell words backwards. Please forgive me. Alright, so that's probably a flash cannon. That big crit rate comes out onto the burned Machamp. Not that I think it matters too much because I think the next two attacks will switch into the Max Geyser. Or that's a slow Raichu. What's that Raichu? Probably slower than 280 speed? Fine. Alright, well, Max Geyser was enough to do it. Alright, so I'm gonna call this video here. I think we had some interesting battles. We saw a few. And thank you all for watching.